Hey, and welcome back to the channel. Can you believe that it is already October? I mean, seriously, 1 minute it's January, and then next, bam, we're back in the fall. And every year, I feel like October can have this kind of weight, this kind of energy that makes you pause a little and think, am I really keeping up? And, to be honest, there were years, especially when my boys were really small, when I didn't pause at all because I'd be running around, filling my calendar, trying to keep up to do it all, keeping everyone else happy. And you know the drill. And by the end of the month, I was completely wiped out, feeling like I hadn't really been anywhere at all, and knowing that the holidays are looming. And can any of you relate to that? Because I definitely can. And that's exactly why I wanted to talk today, because we don't have to feel like that or live like that anymore. We've earned the right to slow down, to notice, to give ourselves just a little breathing room, especially at this time of the year. October doesn't have to be overwhelming. It can actually be gentle, rich, and even joyful if you allow it. And I want to tell you that last Saturday, I was sitting on my porch, iced coffee in hand, because yes, it is still warm here in Louisiana. I could hear birds singing, distant lawn mowers mowing, and somewhere, probably next door, a kid was screaming. And it's kind of like the soundtrack of life, right? Like total chaos. And I just sat there and I listened and I sipped my coffee. And you know what? I kind of laughed. I laughed at the noise, at the world, at myself. And it hit me. We don't have to run all the time. We don't have to rush through life just to check off invisible boxes. That little pause that I had sitting there, it was magic. I could kind of feel my shoulders drop, my brain slowed, my heart I just breathed. And I realized that these small, quiet moments are what midlife has been teaching me. Finally, that life doesn't have to be a whirlwind of activity to be meaningful. Sometimes the most meaningful moments are the ones where we just simply exist. We notice and we enjoy. Ooh, and speaking of a little joy, last weekend I also tackled a closet. Just a small one, nothing crazy. But I found jackets that I had completely forgot I had. Some I had never even worn. And then some I had worn just a little. And some of them were a little vintage. And I laughed at myself because I donated a few things, kept a few things. And you know what? That tiny little action gave me so much calm. Little wins like that, they really do add up. And that's the kind of midlife wisdom that we sometimes forget about. It's the small, everyday choices that give us energy, a sense of control, and yes, even joy. We don't have to do grand gestures to feel good about life. Sometimes a closet, a cup of coffee, a laugh at ourselves, that's enough. Midlife is such a beautiful, complex stage of life. But it's not always easy. Our energy shifts, our body shifts. Sometimes our priorities shift. Life can feel different, and yet here we are, still showing up, still figuring it out, still learning. And I want you to recognize that because you've carried decades of responsibility, faced challenges, and you're still here. That's strength. That's resilience. And you deserve to honor it. So if you're feeling rushed, pulled in a million directions, or if you even feel invisible, I want you to pause with me for just a second. And I want you to look around. I want you to listen to the little things. Maybe the leaves rustling on the ground outside, a favorite song, the smell of your coffee. Notice yourself. Laugh at the messy moments. Celebrate the small wins. Because, my friend, those are the moments that actually matter. That's where life is richest. I've been thinking a lot lately about how midlife gives us permission. Permission to let go of things that don't matter. Permission to say no to obligations that drain us, and do that because it's very powerful. Permission to savor the simple things, quiet mornings, a good book, a phone call with a friend that makes us laugh until our cheeks hurt. I think the world forgets that we deserve that. That it's okay to slow down. Because it really is. The years we've lived, the lessons we've learned, the people we've loved and lost, they all bring us to this moment where we get to decide what matters. And October is a perfect month to practice that. A month to notice, to savor, to pause, and just be. So here's my little October thought for you today. You don't have to do it all. You don't have to fix everything. You don't have to keep everyone happy. And you don't have to have it all together. You just need to show up for yourself. Notice the little things. Laugh at the chaos. Sip your coffee slowly. Breathe deeply. That's it. And that's enough. So, in this moment, let's just take a deep breath and then exhale. Do you feel that? That's you giving yourself permission to slow down, to enjoy, to exist. And that, my friend, is how we own our October. No pressure, no guilt, just presence. Thank you so much for letting me sit and chat with you today. So go enjoy your morning, your coffee, your quiet moments, and celebrate yourself. You've got this. And remember, this month, it's all yours.